So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cipriano. I'm going to be your moderator for today. I am a project coordinator at CLP22, who has been running ClimateLaunchpad since its inception in 2014. So we were one of the first 10 countries who ran this program. And this year we went from 10 in 2004 to 59. And in this regional final, which is the Europe one, which is the one you are participating in, we have 18 countries. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you because you were the top 3 of your countries and you made it this far, and that's no small feat. So congrats to all of you, honestly. This semi-final you will be competing in is the clean energy semi-final. So for this theme, we need ideas that evolve around storage, smart power grids, integrating wind, solar, and bioenergy, carbon capture, CO2 mitigation of chemical and industrial process, and efficient energy use in buildings. So I don't know, I think all of you have received an email with information about today. So I'm just gonna go through all of it again, so we make sure that all of us are in the same page. So you've all sent us your recording. So how it's gonna go, I will introduce the team and play the video. Once the video is completed, then we will give the floor to you and the judges so they can ask their questions. You will have a 3-minute Q&A, and of course, because this is virtual and sometimes things happen, the connection might fail or everything, we will allow some breathing time in between. But once your time is up, then the Rens, who is helping me very much with running everything here, will swoop in and stop you. So it would be fair for all of us. Everyone gets the same time. This semi-final is behind closed doors, so it's not going to be streamed live. It will be probably shared later on. But the top 3 of you from this semi-final will make it to the global grand final, and the team that will finish first will get a chance to compete again this afternoon for the top 3 of this regional final. I will share with you in the chat the link you can use to view the results this afternoon. Hope you've received it. So the announcement will be made live and you can watch it live. But there is one small surprise for you. So as I said, the top 3 will make it directly to the global grand final, but the team that will place 4th will get a wild card nomination, which means that all the teams that place for 4th in all the thematics, they will be given another chance. So a different batch of judges will review them, and some of them may get a wild card to make it to the global final. So if you place 4th, it's not the end. You have one more chance to make it to the global grand final. And if you win one of the wildcards, then the central team will contact you and you will get to represent your country and present your idea in a bigger audience. First of all, I will also like to thank the Bank of America for supporting this, because without their help, this wouldn't be possible. So big thanks to the Bank of America. And I don't think you can see my slides changing. Yeah. So this is going to be the program for today. As I said, this is going to be happening now. The top 3 will be announced at 1 on the link that I've shared with you. The top 1 from each thematic will get a chance to compete at 220 to see who the top 3 of this regional final between all the thematics are. These are all CET times, so please make sure you make the calculations so you don't miss it. And because we have, I'm running through this because we had some delays, and I know many of you work or you had to take some time off, so I don't want to delay you anymore. So I'm gonna go to the important part. So I'm gonna introduce you to your judges, and maybe once I introduce you, you can introduce also yourselves and maybe let us know what you're looking for today, or if you have any words of encouragement for our startups. So first off is Mrs. Alexandra Klipko. She's an accelerator manager at the Third Derivative. So Mrs. Klipko, if you want to introduce also yourself. And
sure. Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for having me here today. So yeah, I'm an acceleration manager at Third Derivative D3, and it's founded by the Rocky Mountain Institute and New Energy Nexus from the US. And basically we are a climate tech accelerator, starting from around early stage startups, and we find, fund, and scale really promising startups and try to connect them to the corporate and investor partners that we have. Before this, I was working 5 years for the German Energy Agency at the Startup Energy Transition Project, which some of you might know. But yeah, great to be here.
Thank you. Next off is Mr. Ander Muelas. He's the chairman of the Endurance Motive. So, Mr. Muelas.
Hi, hello everybody. Thank you for inviting us to this event. It's a pleasure to be here. I am, as you said, the president of Endurance Motive. We are a lithium batteries manufacturer. In the past, I founded a couple of companies more. The first of these 2 companies was in the solar sector. We created and we built different solar plants around the world. It's Grupo Tech. And the second one is a battery manufacturer for self-consumption solar production. It's Ampere Energy in the past. And these 3 companies, I learned a lot of the creation of these 3 companies. And it's a pleasure to be here to share with you this event. And I'm very lucky for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And last but not least is Mrs. Lily Lee. She's a senior project manager at TU Delft. I don't know, Mrs. Lee, can you hear us? She's here. Mrs. Lee?
Hi, good morning, everybody. Hi, hello, this is Lily. I'm the senior project manager from TU Delft, and we have more than 1,000 researchers working in the energy field. And I'm very glad to be here. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. So these are your judges, and I'm gonna move now to the important stuff. So this is the order you're gonna be pitching. So as I've said, I'm gonna first play your video for everyone to see. And after that, we will proceed with the Q&A. So the first team for, good luck to everyone. As I said before, I mean, this is not the first time you're doing this. You've done this to your national finals as well. So you're well prepared. I'm sure your national leads work with you tirelessly. So yeah. So the first startup is from Spain. It's a Solar Wheel, and I think we will be ready to see their pitch now.
Hi everyone, thank you for having us. My name is Javier.
Did it stop? Can you see it or?
Yeah, it stopped.
Javier Guardiola. Hi everyone, thank you for having us. My name is Javier Guardiola. I'm the leader of the Solar Wheel project. To begin with, did you know that in the last few years, around 12 million bicycles per year were produced in the European Union? What if In parallel to that production, we could improve the conventional bikes we already have by electrifying them. And what if not only that, but we could turn them into better e-bikes using solar energy? That's why we are here. We want to introduce you to the solar wheel conversion kit. It includes solar panels and everything necessary to electrify any conventional bike. The average price of our conversion kit will be of 799 euros. What is our beachhead market? Our initial predominant focus are bike commuters in cities in the 40 to 60 age group, where there's more demand for having an e-bike. Our vision is to contribute to greener cities by selling our solar wheel conversion kit in Spain, then Europe, and all over the world. The total addressable market in Spain is of 30 million euros per year. Geographically, as we depend on the sun, we will expand first towards countries with similar latitudes, and at the same time to adjacent markets in cities, since our product is a cross-sector technology. We have a research partner company in the US that owns the intellectual property and that will help with future expansion in that country. Our value proposition is the following. Electrifying your conventional bike with the solar wheel conversion kit is 70% cheaper than buying a brand new e-bike. Plus, thanks to solar energy, the additional vehicle range provided by each solar wheel will almost eliminate the need to plug in your e-bike to recharge it. The solar wheel has a patented design, property of our partner in the US, with whom we are negotiating an exclusive exploitation agreement. On the slide, you can see a simplified schematic of our product and the area that is protected by intellectual property. For suppliers, we will choose national or European ones, ensuring a socially responsible origin of solar panels and other components, and also reducing our carbon footprint. Regarding potential end users, we have already talked with them. They travel distances of more than 6 kilometers per day and are looking for a faster and more convenient way to commute without having to give up their current bike. Focusing on our solution, our partner in the US has already improved patents at least once, so it's technically feasible. Now let's time travel to 2027 to check financials. An important assumption here is that the product lifetime is set at 10 years due to usage conditions, compared to the 20 to 25-year lifetime of typical solar panels. Considering we have 20% of our beachhead market in Spain, the total expected profit is of around 3 million euros per year. As important as the business, we have estimated our climate impact. Producing and selling bicycles is good news for fighting climate change, but we propose an even greener solution. Let's electrify the conventional bikes we already have. We will save around 45 kilograms of CO2 emissions per bike. And considering 20% of the beachhead market in Spain, we will save 340 tons of CO2 emissions per year. Solar Wheel's team is currently composed of 2 co-founders. My colleague Álvaro Morel, who is an expert on the technical side and really complements my still engineer but business-oriented profile. On the slide, we show 3 relevant advisors, being Álvaro Adam, the link to our partner in the US. We are also supported by Gustavo Morales and Lola Storch. Other than that, we're looking to get to our team people working directly in the bicycle industry. As a team, we have a dream: to contribute to the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals, sell the equivalent of 16 million euros in revenues by 2027, and to prioritize using recycled materials to manufacture our products. To conclude, remember, Solar Wheel can play a significant role in making our bicycles and our transport systems cleaner and more efficient. Thank you for listening and looking forward to your questions. Let's get to work.
Thank you very much, Solar Wheel. I don't know, Renz, if you can send me in the chat that we are ready to start with the Q&A and we are ready to start the clock. So we can.
Yes, I can start clock.
So once the first judge starts to asking the question, you can start the clock. So I'm gonna hand it over to the judges now, and they can ask the questions.
Sure. If you don't mind, I'll go first. First of all, thanks for the lovely, really good pitch. I have a question. How do you actually, and where do you convert them? So can the people do it at home themselves, or will they have to bring it in somewhere? And are you going to offer some sort of maintenance component as well?
So, hi, thank you for the question. I'm happy to be here. And regarding your question, so our target customers are supposed to be able to install it by themselves, but with conversion kits, there's always the possibility to go to a local specialized shop. There's one in almost every city, at least in Spain. So there's no problem with that. And regarding maintenance, in that case, we would need to support local shops in order for them to have solar cells in case of any part of the solar wheel is broken. But we're expecting it to keep up, to stay okay during the lifetime.
Hi. Hi, Javier. Hola, Javier. Felicidades. Congratulations for your product. I have one question. Is well, a couple of questions. The first question is I thought the price of the final price of the kit is 700 more or less. Is included the battery and the solar wheel, of course. This is the price more or less that you are planning to enter in the public. And the second question is the factory. Are you planning to have the industrial facilities in Europe? And how many people are you going to contract? Workers are you going to contract in I don't know, in 3-4 years?
Thank you, Ander, for your questions. So regarding the first one, the one on the presentation, it's an average price. So in the end, the final price depends on the battery capacity, the type of motor, and also if we install 1 or 2 solar wheels. So it's an average price, but yeah, the idea is around 800 euros per conversion kit. Regarding your second question, so we haven't yet estimated the workers we will need in 3-4 years time, but for the team, for a startup estimation, we expect to be around 20-30 people in 4-5 years time. Apart from the suppliers, which would be located in Europe, preferably, to, well, reduce our carbon footprint and ensure, like we said, socially responsible origin of solar cells. We've seen all the news coming from China with problems regarding solar panels manufacturing.
Thank you, Javier. Thank you very much.
The 3 minutes are up.
Just in time. Okay, so we will thank you, Javier, very much. So we are off to the next team from Austria. It's the Solar Spider from Austria.
We will fail to reach our climate goals unless we find faster ways to drastically increase the capacity of renewable energies. Hello, I'm Peter from Solar Spider, and we are helping to speed up the renewable energy transition. We, Solar Spider, are selling pre-assembled PV systems to photovoltaic project developers for industrial facade projects for 1,000 euros per kilowatt peak. Our beachhead market is the DACH region, that is Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. This market is worth 220 million euros. The European market is 730 million size, and the global market is worth 12 billion euros. Our customer value proposition is simple: earning money with your walls. By investing in a Solar Spider photovoltaic facade system, the customers start to earn money after 11 years. In comparison to a state-of-the-art PV facade technology that gets installed on existing facades, the amortization time is 24 years or even higher. This calculation was done with pre-war electricity costs and feed-in tariffs, as the business model must sustain when we leave the crazy price situation hopefully behind where we are in right now. The product is a flexible, foldable photovoltaic system. The photovoltaic panels can be pre-assembled in a factory and folded to a stack. The stack can be transported to the construction site where it can be unfolded, hung and fixed onto the building wall. This pre-assembling and installation method saves 70% of installation time. We have several competitive advantages. We filed a patent for the folding mechanism, the price, since we achieve a significant cost reduction due to mass production and decreased installation time. Further, it can be quickly removed in case the customer wants to expand the building or new unexpected neighbors starts to appear. During our customer discovery phase, we did more than 30 interviews. Our key assumptions were that first, the PV project developers for industrial projects is our beachhead market. Second, the price is the key selling point for the end customer. And third, skilled worker shortage is hindering additional photovoltaic projects in order to reach our climate goals. What we learned was, yes, PV project developers are the right customer segment to start with. The second thing we learned was that the price was the key selling point before the war and the supply chain issues due to the COVID lockdowns in China. But currently, the speed of product delivery is the key selling point for customers. Thirdly, yes, skilled worker shortage is slowing down the expansion speed of photovoltaic system, and so the increased capacity of renewable energy systems. We sell our product for 50,000 euros with a profit per product of 6,500 euros. So we make an annual profit of 6.2 million euros. The key drivers are cost to make the product, the amount of products per deal, and the cost to sell to customers. In comparison to the energy mix in Germany, Solar Spider facades save 85% in grams CO2 equivalent for electricity generation. That saves 30,000 tons of CO2 every year in total. Our team consists of Markus, Richard, and myself, Peter. We have various backgrounds coming from engineering, science, and business development. Our dream is to make 25% of suitable industrial facades a photovoltaic power plant in Europe by 2030.
Thank you very much, Solar Spider. Again, I will hand this over to our judges. I don't know who wants to go first. Ren, once you're ready for the clock, let me know. So we can hand it over.
Good start.
Right. So judges, the floor is yours.
Yes. Yeah, I have a question because the total weight of the solar mounted in order to be transported will be very high. How will be the total weight of the total panels folded?
So you can like add 5 kilograms in extra weight per module, and depending on the facades available, you can build stacks up to 13 meters long, and 2 meters high. That's the limitations basically of the trucks. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
But this is still no problem for ordinary truckloads. So.
Okay, Peter, but what do you think will be the maximum in I don't know, in one transportation or in one truck? Will be the maximum number of panels or the maximum number of kilowatt peaks that you will be able to transport?
Yeah,
or,
it's 170 square meters.
17.
170, and yeah.
Okay.
That's the limitations, yeah. And you can, I mean, if you have really high buildings, you can connect them when you put like a field of solar panels onto the wall, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Peter, and congratulations.
You're welcome.
For
Thank
the
you.
idea.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Peter, for the excellent presentation. And I have one question. What do you think are the risks of your project?
The risks is definitely the static load limitations of various buildings. So some, for example, if you think about industrial warehouses or distribution centers, they are built with little, or some of them are built with little extra load reserve. And so for some buildings, there will be problems to put additional weight onto the wall. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. And
You're welcome.
And who are the competitors at this moment?
At this moment, there are state-of-the-art facade PV systems. There are some in Germany, for example, Novotegra, or like Schletter. But on the other hand, a new technology with lightweight models, which also could be applied on this mounting system, appears like that gets glued onto the walls. So they don't have this static problem, but can't be easily removed in case something happens to neighboring fields. And the installation time is still long.
Round it off.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
Peter.
thank you.
And now we'll move on to the third startup of the day. It's Wind Credible from Portugal. And
good morning. I'm Philip from Portugal, and I must confess that these past times have made me restless. If you read the news, you know that the world is facing several crises. Climate change is becoming undeniable. Our oceans are filled up with plastic waste to the extent they have become islands, and Europe is going through a big energy crisis, and winter is coming. At Wind Credible, we want to democratize a timeless technology to reconnect to the wind and produce green energy in a decentralized manner. We are building microwind generators for urban and rural use, and our dream is to build up 1 megawatt capacity by 2025. Our mission is to sell a all-in-one solution that works with a generator, batteries, and allow for remote monitoring and IoT expandability. We will sell a 2 kilowatt system for €2,000 to telecommunication companies. The global microwind energy market is currently valued at 7 billion euros and expected to grow to 10 billion euros by 2025, with a compound annual growth rate of 8.8%. Telecommunications companies are expanding their networks, and so will expand their energy demand. Using WindCredible on their towers, companies are expected to lower their electricity consumption by 2,700 kilowatts-hour annually and save over 630 kilograms of CO2. Companies are expected to break even on their investment after 5 years of using our product, which is faster compared to solar. Our research and development is being done on 2 of our major universities. Our enhanced and patented design is safe for use on urban environments. It's silent, self-starting, with low maintenance. We are proudly developing prototypes which use upcycle motors from electric mobility vehicles such as scooters, bikes, and motorcycles, and these generators can be used for community projects, reducing energy poverty. Talking with these companies, we realized there is a product matter fit because their energy consumption, because they consume energy throughout the day and wind blows day and night. They also have high infrastructures such as antennas, which are perfect to host our turbines. There are big governmental and European incentives for decarbonization, and our product also helps building resilience by producing energy locally. Intelligent cities demand smart infrastructure, and our product is a platform for IoT, increasing data production and monitoring. Keeping in line with our goals, we are expected to capture 2 of our 3 major telecom companies, selling over 400 products a year, each one costing around 1,200 euros and selling for 2,000 euros. This leads to a profit of around 800 euros per product, netting 330,000 euros of profit per year. We want to have a very positive impact on climate change, and with that purpose in mind, we will use sustainable materials in our designs and upcycle motors and batteries for community projects. We have a lower cost of installation when sharing solar energy infrastructure, and each turbine sold will have a positive annual carbon footprint of 630 kilograms of CO2. It will also improve building efficiency by 30%. This is our team, composed by me, leading the business side. Antonio is hands-on on operation. Marvin is our manufacturing expert, and Nelson is the technology guru behind our product. We have the dream to build 1 megawatt capacity by 2025 and to develop partnerships and crowdfunding to power over 100 community homes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Incredible. I think Antonio is here on behalf of the team, as far as I can see. So I think if we're ready with the talk, I will give this to the judges so we can start with the Q&A.
Yes, we're ready.
Great.
Hi, thanks so much for the great presentation. Quick question. So why did you pick the telecom industry and as opposed to maybe others?
Good morning, first of all, and thank you for the question. We chose the telecoms because one single client can keep us on the run for a couple of years. So if we can net a big one, then we'll be for sure on the safe side. Instead of going to interact with many different customers, even if they are on the same segment.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, I have one question regarding the product. Of course, congratulations for the presentation. Is regarding the product, the micro wind devices already exist, and the question is, which is the advantage that you offer in the product? I think the average, the number of hours of production, the number of kilowatt hours per year, depending on the winds, is regarding just the product, and in comparison with the winds, micro winds, typical product, which is your principal advantages.
Yes, it's true that there is a small market going on, even though it's not aggregated yet. What makes us different? The design is very efficient, so we can, being self-starting, can take advantage from the very low wind speeds. and it's very, very quiet. So for urban environments is very important. The one key aspect that we need to make sure in the design is that it minimizes vibrations, so that when you put it on poles or the rooftops, it will not affect the infrastructure. So that's one of the big key selling points that we have.
Thank you very much. So is the vibration quiet and low speed, and it's on with the lower speed. Is nice, very nice.
Yes, the design is vertical, so it will produce energy at the lower RPMs. So that's also one of the reasons behind using a vertical design instead of a horizontal design.
Okay, that's great. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any of our other two judges have more questions? Okay, so we can proceed. And I mean, don't worry if you don't. Mrs. Lee, do you have a question?
Yeah, and I wonder, how about the maintenance component? How?
The maintenance will focus on two parts: the rotor, which are the blades. Those can are produced by us and can be sold as spare parts. Then we have the generators. There's a manufacturer guarantee, not lifetime, but manufacturer guarantee, like any other product. And when we design the product, we'll need to be able to.
So please round it up.
Okay, to allow for swapping in case of it breaks down. But these types of motor are set to last for decades. So expect the maintenance to be very low.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Felipe, and incredible. And I think we won't have to travel far because our next startup is also from Portugal. It's eGravity, and ready, I'm gonna play the video now.
Hello everybody, I'm Tomás and I'm part of the eGravity team. We all dream of a world with green energy and renewable sources, but we have nightmares with lack of energy during a cloudy windless day. We, at eGravity, tackle this nightmare. Energy storage provides a way to stabilize the energy grid, driving energy costs down and protecting the grid against critical failures. However, current chemical batteries are made with materials that are often toxic and require the exploration of finite critical minerals. We provide a new way to store energy, using the potential in gravity. We propose to change this by making our alternative not only the greener, but also the most cost efficient. We provide energy storage units with capacities of over 1 MWh to large companies that consume enormous amounts of energy and even directly to energy providers. With our large-scale energy storage solutions, we allow our clients to move energy from peak production or cheaper time slots into their peak demand hours. The energy storage market is very large and it's only growing. With the increase of energy coming from sources such as wind and solar, the market is estimated to grow by 30% annually. Besides, it's also very fragmented, with our largest competitor in the gravitational space being Energy Vault, a recent unicorn. Our beachhead market would be the large industries in our own country, Portugal, and power producers. Then, we would move into large utility providers and European industries, before tackling the global market. Our customer value proposition is to, at first, reduce the electricity bill of these large industries. We would store the energy when it's the cheapest, so they can use it during their working hours. With current EDP Portuguese rates, we can see that this would result in a cost reduction of up to 32%. Besides, we'll also provide a product that is sustainable, it's safe, durable, and also provides protection against sudden power losses. Our product is quite large. We will build modules or units that are 100 meters wide and 50 meters tall. These units should be built by local teams and would store many shipping containers, filled with locally sourced waste material. When there is an excess of energy production or cheaper energy, we raise our heavy containers and stack them at height, where they have a large energy potential. When the energy is needed, we efficiently lower the containers, converting this movement back into electric energy. We estimate that we will use around 2,000 containers and will generate over 3 MWh of energy accumulated. During our customer discovery, we contacted some of Portuguese's most energy-dependent industries in order to test some of our assumptions. We found that energy prices are a huge concern by many large companies, even causing them to shut down when the prices are too high, something that we are currently witnessing all over Europe. We also discovered that some companies have already joined forces to develop batteries aimed at the next decade, given the fears regarding reliance on renewable energy sources. We have learned that companies are not only willing, but they are ready to invest in energy storage solutions. With our financial calculations, we expect high costs of construction for these units. But given the current large-scale energy storage prices, we show that we still keep a comfortable margin, and assuming we sell 10 of these units per year, we can expect large profits. Besides, after an initial 5-year period, we would also have annual recurring revenue from maintenance, software, and other required services for our products. Regarding the climate impact, we compare ourselves to current mainstream energy storage solutions. The most used batteries at the moment are lithium batteries. We can expect to reduce carbon dioxide production equivalent by 72%. We also provide a solution that uses no mining of rare metals, reuses local waste material, and does not decay with time, all while supporting the use of variable renewable sources. We balance the energy provided by these green sources and also provide protection against frequency changes and sudden power losses in the grid. My name is Tomás, and together with Rita, we are the co-founders of eGravity. Our dream is to save the environment by saving energy, and we hope to achieve that by being a leading company of the Portuguese energy storage market by the end of the decade. Thank you.
Thank you very much, eGravity. And to the usual, I'm gonna hand this over to the judges so we can start with the Q&A.
Hi, thanks for the great presentation, super interesting. Maybe, I don't know if you've thought about it yet, but how much startup costs or how much initial costs or capital will you actually need to get this going, because it's a pretty big project?
Hi, yes, we only try to do back of the envelope calculations, but that would be one of our main limitations. So our proposed next steps is to start very small, start together with, for example, I don't know the English name, but the ports where they rise and lower the containers themselves, start work with them, trying to test what is our cost around efficiency and so on. And then try to use that as like a prototype to try to get some investment to do a small prototype of just maybe 1 to 9 containers just to test all the dimensions and what we are proposing, and then use that as our kind of base to jump to a next investment to do another small step, because our smaller units or our smaller models would cost, we'll guess, millions to first develop and build completely. So we have to start very small with very small steps. Using one of the good things is that we have a lot of technology already developed for rising and lowering containers and converting energy. So start by using that and then developing our own solutions as we go.
Great. Thanks.
Thank
you. Hi, Thomas. Congratulations for your presentation. Yeah, I have one question regarding the size, the total size, because more or less in kilowatt hour or megawatt hour in every installation. This is the one question, and the second one is your competitor here already exists, that is pumping water during the day, during the night, sorry, and turbining during the day, you know.
Yes.
Which is the difference between to load and upload a weight regarding or making something similar with the water that already exists?
Yes. Very quickly regarding our first question of the size, this would be very large units. So it would be like 100 meters per 100 meters of warehouse. So these are very large. We would have to do them like outside of cities, mainly near, for example, solar power productions and places with large industries where space is not a problem, and we can build these large batteries. So we would have to select very careful where we want to build these, because otherwise it would be extra expensive. Regarding the second question, I think it was not our competitors, but other technologies that use gravity, such as pumping water up the dams and everything. Our main advantage would be we are not limited by geography, and we can do this at scales that we wish. So we can, in Portugal, we don't have as many lakes or rivers as many other countries, and many times they are not near the industrial centers that we would want. So we can do this like at the local industrial scales. So near this industrial center, we can build these without needing dams or rivers. But that technology is the inspiration for this technology. You know, it's using gravity already.
Yeah. Thank you, Tomás. Thank you very much.
3 minutes are up.
Yeah.
I think the 3 minutes are up. So we will move on to the next startup. Okay, great. So next on is 2D membranes. I hope I'm saying that correctly. From Switzerland.
Hello everyone, I'm pretty sure you know about Climeworks and their pioneering efforts in carbon reduction. They are capturing the CO2 that is already in the atmosphere, but we can improve upon that and support them by capturing the CO2 at the source of emission before it reaches the environment. We are bringing to you a disruptive, energy-efficient CO2 separation technology that finally makes the carbon capture a viable option. This is Mojtaba, CEO and one of the co-founders of 2D Membranes. Switzerland is committed to the net zero emission by 2050. There are many paths towards carbon reduction suitable for different scales. For industrial CO2 emissions, I have 3 more answers: carbon capture, and carbon capture. We sell energy-efficient carbon capture units to companies with high CO2 emission to comply with the new carbon emission regulations at the price of 10 million euro for a typical 50 kiloton CO2 per year carbon capture unit. We are a B2B business with Switzerland as the beachhead market due to the geographical closeness and aggressive carbon reduction goals, with a plan to expand to the 1.2 trillion euro global market later. Big industrial CO2 emitters such as cement, steel, gas, waste to energy, and paper companies are our clients with a huge existing interest. Due to our membrane-based solvent-free technology, we bring forward an innovative process eliminating the high energy consumption of solvent-based conventional units. By doing so, our clients save 4.2 million euro per year utilizing our 50 kiloton CO2 per year capture unit compared to paying the constantly rising carbon tax of their CO2 emissions. 2 million euro more savings compared to the conventional units. What do we exactly offer? A graphene membrane-based carbon capture unit to separate CO2 from other gases right at the source of emission, like flue gas chimneys. We can adjust the captured CO2 purity so it can be either sold to the local buyers for direct use or converted to other value-added products. We have 5 recent patents protecting the core of our technology, which are incorporation of selective pores in the graphene layer and mechanically supporting this layer in our membrane module. We interviewed a heterogeneous pool of big industrial CO2 emitters and carbon emission regulation and gas separation experts. Currently, there are no carbon capture units installed in our beachhead market. However, there is a tremendous interest and an urgent need from clients such as Gaznat, Tridel, Steeltech, and Swiss Quality Paper, to name a few. Gaznat has already supported the fundamental development of our technology at EPFL University and is interested to help us bring our solution to the market. The deciding factor for clients in selecting a solution is its cost and energy efficiency. Capturing 40% of our beachhead market brings a profit of 120 million euro per year, considering the product cost of about 5 and sell price of 10 million euro. Clients will have their return on investment in 2 to 3 years. The product cost includes the maintenance cost of the product. Not only 3.8 million tons CO2 per year will be saved from entering the atmosphere, our technology uses about 60% less energy to do that compared to the solvent-based conventional units, resulting in an even higher climate impact. We are a spin-off of EPFL University, PhDs and scientists bringing our innovative solution to the market with the help of legal and business expert team members. 40 students at EPFL, supervised by 5 professors and 6 more scientists led by Professor Agroval, who is the world leader of graphene-based gas separation, are actively working on advancing our technology, which will ensure maintaining our superior performance in future too. I know that we sound like techie geeks for now, but thanks to the ClimateLaunchpad, we are learning more about the business side to become an entrepreneur, raise money, build a diverse team, and put our innovation on its path to the market. We dream to achieve a valuation of 600 million euro in 5 years while becoming the dominant carbon capture solution in Switzerland. And by going global, we desire to have a significant impact on climate change. On behalf of 2D Membranes team, I thank you for your attention and remind you of my 3 efficient answers to post-combustion CO2 emissions: carbon capture, and carbon capture.
Thank you very much to Membranes. So I've said it wrong. So we're gonna move on to the Q&A section, and maybe I will pass it on first to Mrs. Lee, who wanted to ask a question before and she didn't have the time. And
Okay,
we can start.
thank you very much. Also, thanks for the excellent presentation. Yeah, I think it's very exciting technology. I just wonder, which industry sector are your major targets?
Thank you so much for the question. I'm also here with Carl, one of our 3 co-founders. He's going to answer some of the questions. So for the industry sectors, we are targeting the industry with the highest CO2 concentration, because this is what is matter for the membranes. It makes it economical. And in Switzerland, cement is our first target because it's the biggest market that we have here. We also talked with steel companies, and also in Switzerland, the waste valorization, which is waste to heat, waste to energy facilities, are also very interesting for us. But our first target is cement.
Okay, if your first target is cements, what are the key challenges you have identified during your customer survey?
So the main challenge or the issue that they had is they wanted to see a demonstrator that would work in under industrial conditions. So because of that, what we are doing is with the GasNat, which is helped us a lot, and they're a gas company. With them, we are going to have a small demonstrator in their innovation lab. It's a city near us, and we are going to have it's very smaller. It will be less than it's around half a meter square. We are going to have that and use their gas that comes out of their combined heat and power facility to run it and gather the information and then go forward. Because all of the interviews that they had, they were very interested. And as you said, that was the main issue. They want to see that it works. We have the lab confirmation, but with the real flue gas, we have to check it.
Okay, yeah, that's very exciting. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. This is really exciting. Quick question, actually, to follow up. Yeah, what's the kind of time frame of this pilot that you're going to do with GasNap? So when do you expect to maybe have some results back?
So we already purchased a lot of stuff, the compressor, the pumps, they already been delivered. In the next 6 months, we should be installing it, and we are planning to gather information for about 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
And then we'll have all the data.
Yeah, would be happy to hear about it.
For sure. Thank you.
Hi, Mojaba. Congratulations. I'm very impressed. No question. Just say push hard, because carbon capture is one part, important part of the solution. So no question. Push hard. You have in your hand part of the solution.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah, you're pushing hard. I finished my PhD and now I started. I'm fully focused on the startup, fully putting all my energy here with the team. Thank you.
So the 3 minutes are up, so it's good timing.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So next up, it's Electra from Cyprus. So if you're ready.
Every household and every business receive their electricity bill on a monthly basis. But how much do we actually know about one of the most necessary and probably one of the most largest payments that we make on month to month? For most of us, the answer is very little. Even with installed smart meters, there is not really enough data for intelligent decision making. I thought that with available modern technologies and the current urge to address climate change, we could do much better. Hi, this is Electra, and today I present you with an innovative solution that addresses exactly this problem, informing electricity users on their consumption and helping them to reduce it at an affordable price. Electra offers energy monitoring solution to ESG concerned companies in Germany for 200 euros per device. Once there is sufficient portfolio of clients, I have a big vision for company. At this stage, Electra will have valuable information on clients' energy habits and will be able to act as a utility provider and sell electricity directly to companies. Electra targets European businesses, more specifically, those companies that are currently affected by ESG regulation and are located in Germany. The goal for beachhead market is to acquire 30% of this pool, which is estimated to be around 2,000 companies. Reasons for choosing Germany are high energy prices, favorable market entry conditions, and personal work experience with industry participants from this country. Electra offers a lot of value to its users and much more opportunity than any other solution currently available on the market. In this regard, I would like to draw your attention to the metric that measures reduction of energy consumption. With our solution Electra, the users will have multiple times more of data points than in the case of smart meter, which is expected to achieve them reduction in energy consumption between 8 to 10%. Furthermore, by having detailed picture of their data usage, clients will be able to achieve further reduction by making data-driven investments. In addition, the focus on ESG reporting is expected to save resources to corporate clients. Long-term, customers will be offered with more attractive electricity rates thanks to data-driven algorithms. The proposed solution consists of device and cloud platform. Firstly, the device itself needs to be installed into electricity panel. The hardware consists of microcontroller unit and multiple sensors. The unique feature of these sensors is that they are able to measure electricity in a non-immersive way. You just clamp them around wires, meaning there is no need in sophisticated electrical installations. Once the monitor is installed and connected to Wi-Fi, data on electricity usage is monitored online for every circuit. Now, a consumer has a much better understanding on how they spend their energy. In order to validate this business case, a number of interviews with following findings have been conducted. Businesses do want more data on their energy consumption, especially in light of ESG regulation. Energy consumers appear to be the most powerful group of stakeholders as opposed to energy suppliers that was originally assumed. The main competition for Electra appeared to be not similar energy sensing devices available on the market in quite limited range, but older style submeters that rely on more costly technologies. Once the company acquires beachhead market, the profit goal is approximately 2 million per year. There are also additional income streams. Extra income could be generated from selling data accumulated from clientele and from selling electricity once the company starts acting as a utility provider. Provided data intelligence is assumed to result in an immediate energy usage adjustment equivalent to 2.5 tons of CO2 per device. Further reduction is possible by making data-driven investment decisions. The goal of this project is in line with founder's dream, which is to modernize utilities and power trading industries that are often perceived as old-fashioned and non-innovative, and to achieve company's valuation of 10 million within the next 5 years. My name is Murat, and I'm excited to apply my knowledge and experience about energy and trading in developing an Electra project. And I hope for further collaboration with ClimateLaunchpad on this exciting journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Murat. So, you know the process. It's off to the judges for the Q&A.
Hi, Murat. Yes, congratulations for the presentation. I have one question regarding the final. Your aim is to sell a product or to sell a service?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, thanks for the question. So initially, the goal is to sell a product. That's how we will gain initial customer base. And later on, the goal is to, at the second stage, is to convert clients with installed device into a new type of client, which also will purchase electricity from us. That's kind of longer term objective.
Okay, Murat, thank you.
Just to follow up on that question, you mentioned that your initial goal is to sell product, but from your customer proposition, one of the most important things is actually to collect the data and use the data to create a smarter algorithm to help your client to improve their energy efficiency. So if you only sell product without acquiring all the data, how will you achieve your goal?
Okay, yeah, let me clarify. By selling product, I meant not selling electricity at the first stage, but selling product. By selling product, I also imply selling appropriate reporting system that would focus on ESG reporting for those clients. So I just wanted to separate first stage where we sell product and data from the second stage where we sell electricity.
I see. Okay. And also you mentioned that compared with the traditional smart meters, you can improve the efficiency to 10% versus 1 to 2% of the smart meters. How could you do that?
Okay, sure. So the main way of improving this efficiency is by providing multiple data points for every consumption node. So for electricity with smart meters, there is data only on aggregate consumption. But with this device, there will be aggregate consumption and also there will be a breakdown per circuit. So there will be multiple times more data points for given consumption node. And by having more data, we expect to improve efficiency.
So yeah, so this is a big assumption you have because yeah, okay, go on.
It's based on similar past cases, mainly on the competitors' case studies, where similar solutions were implemented, and findings showed that efficiency was able to be achieved at rates between 8 to 10%.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
Thanks.
3 minutes are up.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Murat. And we're almost done. Only one startup to go from Azerbaijan, and I'm gonna do my best to pronounce this correctly. Is Adeshka, I hope. So yeah.
Everyone, we are Atashka and we are motivated to make solar energy one of the major energy sources in the world. However, nowadays the efficiency of the solar panels is not more than 20%. So as Atashka team, we created new generation phase change materials to increase the efficiency of the solar panels by stabilizing the temperature on the surface. Atashka will provide a unique solution to customers to solve the major problems they are facing. With the help of phase-changing materials, they can boost efficiency of the solar panels that they are manufacturing, and only just $16 per standard-sized solar panel. At the starting point, the our beachhead market is Azerbaijan, with market value approximately $4.7 million. Actually, the number can be very small in comparison to the world. However, we think that it is a good starting point for us. As we mentioned before, that we aim to increase the efficiency of the solar panels, which means that increasing the efficiency of the solar panels equal to the increased amount of electricity they can generate. So, according to the data obtained from the real-life experiments by our team, the amount of electricity extracted from the solar panels can be increased by 30%. Of course, that's not all. Besides it increasing lifespan, sustainability, and efficiency of the solar panels, it can improve the branding image, increase the market value, and increase the number of satisfied customers as well. The parameters that makes our product uncompetitive. It is adjustable to any location. It doesn't matter how harsh conditions it is. It's a non-corrosive, and according to our estimations, the lifetime can be up to 25 years. Since it is made up fatty acids, it's absolutely environmental friendly and it's a form stable. The working principle directly referred to latent heat, which is extremely high in our product, and it is 210 kilojoule per kilogram. So, with the help of solar panels, approximately 126,000 tons carbon dioxide can be saved per year. However, this number can be increased up to 164,000 tons with the help of phase change materials. In comparison, additional 32,000 tons carbon dioxide emission can be reduced annually with the help of phase change material. The net price production cost of PCM per panel is $30, and the selling cost is $60. So net profit per panel is $30. Nowadays, there are 17 solar panel manufacturing companies in Azerbaijan, and we aim to make partnership with 60% of them, which make 10 potential customers. And we aim to sell phase change material for 5,000 solar panels annually, which in turn makes 1.5 million profit per year. And we have interviewed 20 potential customers and 3 local solar panel companies, including the Master, which is the biggest one in Azerbaijan and in the world as well. The key questions were about problems in solar panels, heating problem, current solutions, and the relationship between sales and efficiency. From the interviews, we have found out that 80% of interviews consider heating problem as a major problem they are facing nowadays, and more than half are dissatisfied with the current solution, which is the active cooling method with air and water. And all of them think that the sale will be increased with the help of increment in efficiency. Our team consists of 3 members, and we aim and dream to implement our product to 40% of solar panels in Azerbaijan and increase the whole solar power share in the global energy sector by 30%. Thank you for your attention. The energy from sun forward.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Fatima. And for the last time, I'm gonna give it to the judges to ask the questions.
Hi, hello, congratulations. Yeah, just one question, just to understand the product. It's a material that you are going to add in the module during the manufacture of the module, or this is exactly because I didn't understand the material. Can you explain this material that you are trying to offer?
You want to know about the material, its shape, yes, and its properties. Yes, we use fatty acid, which is not harmful to the environment. And in order to make this fatty acid flexible, we add some polymers, and it's very flexible materials. And the melting temperature of fatty acids, we took fatty acids which are melting at temperature 35 degrees, but due to the box made from polyethylene and polypropylene, our fatty acids start to melt inside. However, outside part of our material, which is very elastic and flexible, didn't melt. It only melt at temperature 150 degrees. And you can imagine, for instance, this bottle. Inside we have our fatty acid, and outside we have our polyethylene, which didn't allow to melt and go out this material. And it's very flexible.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for the excellent presentation. Just a follow-up question. Have you already tested your material with
Yes, of course we have tested, but to be honest, we tested it in 2 by 2, 2 meter by 2 meter solar panel, and we found out that our efficiency was increased approximately by 32-33%, which is a very good value. And you derive, for instance, if you can took 100 kilowatt from your solar panel, you will get 133 kilowatt, and it's extra money.
Okay, yeah, that's good. But have you identified during the test, have you identified any problems, any disadvantage of your technology?
To be honest, we haven't found any yet, because the only disadvantage which our material can give is the weight. For instance, in very hot countries, in desert, for instance, the temperature can reach up to 90 Celsius degree, and we need not, for instance, 5 kilograms of our material, but 10 or 50 kilograms of this material, and this is extra weight. But we think that we can solve this problem by putting some supporters, and this problem can be tackled in that way. But when it comes to advantages, it also increases the lifetime of our material, as it's, for instance, in this very harsh condition, a solar panel will not heat up to 80-90 Celsius degree, as our material absorbs this energy to itself. Or when in desert, you know that at night temperature can drastically drop down, and our material will not allow our solar panel temperature decrease at the surface, and it will increase the lifetime, removing the drastic change of temperature in our solar panel.
Yeah.
3 minutes are up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, too.
Thank you so much. This is it. We've made it. We've seen all 8 teams. Congratulations once again to all of you for making it this far. Again, you were the top 3 in your countries, and you got to represent your country in this semi-final and in the regionals. So thank you to all the teams and the jury members. And now the next steps is that the jury members will get to deliberate and get to decide the top 3 and the 4th place, which, as I've mentioned previously, we will get a wild card nomination and also maybe get the opportunity to also present at the global finals. The top 3 will be announced at 1 CET today. I have shared the link previously. Rens did it now. Perfect. Thank you so much. And the team that will place first in this semi-final, we will get to present along with the teams that will place first in their in the other thematics this afternoon, for a place to be, for the chance to be in the top 3 of this semi-final, the regional semi-final of Europe. And once again, congrats. It's no small feat what you have achieved. Keep your heads up, keep going. It's not the end, it's only the beginning for all of you. It was so interesting to see your ideas. I personally understand the hard work that went behind this. I work with the teams in Cyprus. I know the work, I know the process, I know the stress. So you deserve a break. So you can go now, relax, get a cup of coffee, enjoy your afternoon, and we will see you at 1 so we can all see the results together. So if we can stay with the judges for the deliberation.
Yes, we can. So
thank you so much.